I think, as I said, there are some other things that they're going after Obama about that I think indicate racism. The birther stuff.
But I'm saying invoking this, the progressives, the left, always saying people that don't agree with Obama are racist. I'm not saying you're saying that, but that's what some of these other people are saying.
Some of them are, and we've seen more of it. I get more of those calls on my radio show. I get, people calling up with watermelon jokes. I mean, there is some of that going on. Look, if Hillary Clinton had been the nominee, she would be, they'd be doing gender stuff, and there'd be a lot of sexism going on.
Well, no, they would say she's a lesbian.
They would sexism there. Whenever we break a glass ceiling, whether it's race or sex, there are people going to make jokes, and it's going to be unpleasant.
But you look at Comedy Central, it's full of racial jokes. I mean, we're a lot more crass today than we were. I don't think it's always done because of racist reasons. When you hear a racial or sexist joke, I mean, you go to the comedy clubs, that's all you hear. We'll be right back.
Hello, friends. This is Alex Jones here to tell you about Cal Ben Soap. My staff and I just love the old-fashioned, pure, handmade soap produced by the Cal Ben Soap Company, a family-owned and operated American company that's over 62 years old. Go to 5starsoaps.com or click on their link at Infowars.com. They have been a longtime sponsor of ours. Cal Ben Soaps meet the highest standards of quality, purity, and value. Everyone should use their great line of products. I consistently hear from my listeners and friends how much they love the Cal Ben Pure Soap products. Check out their whole line of bath, hair, laundry, and dish soap and more at 5starsoap.com. There is nothing like these factory direct, big money saving, triple concentrated soaps anywhere. Don't take my word for it. Get a free detailed catalog by calling toll-free 1-800-340-7091 or check them out online at 5starsoap.com. Again, go to 5starsoap.com and just try their products. You're going to love them. You will never use anything else again. Hundreds of nations have fallen to tyranny in the last century alone. This is our last chance to not relive history.
As we're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
Have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty, and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today, seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com or watch it online right now in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
For the past year, you've heard about GardenInACan.com right here on GCN. GardenInACan.com is your source for premium non-hybrid and non-genetically modified seeds. Each order includes 16 carefully selected varieties made specifically for both spring and fall, giving you an extended growing season. You'll receive approximately 18,000 seeds, giving you the ability to plant a crisis garden of up to 2/3 of an acre. Every order is hermetically sealed to lock in freshness and sealed again in a large metal can for the ultimate protection, giving you a shelf life of up to 10 years. For a limited time, while supplies last, GardenInACan.com is having a sale. Order your garden in a can for only $49.95. That's right, $49.95. If you have a preparedness plan and it does not include long-term storable garden seeds, this is the best time to acquire your seeds. Take advantage of this great offer and order now. Visit GardenInACan.com. That's GardenInACan.com.
Fall of the Republic on DVD. It's got the establishment scared. Get your copy for your library. Fall of the Republic, detailing how Obama became the first sitting president to violate Article 1, Section 9 of the U.S. Constitution to be the chairman of the UN Security Council. That's only a small part of the film. Infowars.com. Alan, I think the mainstream media on the left and right are destroying their credibility. And they keep denying the world government. They keep denying globalization's taking over. They keep denying what's happening. And I think that the mainstream media's days are numbered. And I think this country is going into revolution. I don't want it to be violent.
No, Alex, come on. That's kind of a hype. That's a very hyper, statement. That's an inflammatory, alarmist kind of statement.
Yes.
We're going into revolution. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that inflames people and gets people all crazy. And I don't know, that's maybe it's your opinion, but there's nothing to really back that up. Come on.
Are you kidding? I mean, how many analysts and forecasters that have been right in the past that we've interviewed from across the political spectrum? And when I say revolution, I mean a political revolution that may entail the Pentagon, in some of their reports, and the British Ministry of Defense believe there are going to be global riots by 2011. They issued that report 3 years ago. I mean, Alan, I know you're a smart guy. You read a lot of mainstream newspapers and stuff, but I read government reports, Alan.
Yeah, well, that's pretty alarmist, Alex, to talk about how there's going to be a revolution. I mean, maybe you've got to define revolution. By revolution, do you mean the end of government as we know it? You mean
yes, I mean, I'm talking about political realignments, depressions, breakdown in some areas of society. I mean, all the analysts we have on say we're really over 20% unemployment, Alan.
Well, that's not the number that's out there. It's 10.2%. You can then add the number of people who aren't even looking anymore. I've not heard the number 20%. Again, this puts you in the alarmist category when you say stuff like that.
Well, I could say the same to you. Again, that's a throwaway line. Let's get real here. You're not saying that, I mean, with your political savvy, that things are getting crazier and crazier and wilder and wilder.
I think the anti-government crowd is getting crazier and crazier. There's a certain level of discontent. There's a big fight on the right. It's going to be the neocons and the crazies way on the right who support the Palins. Or is it going to be sane conservatives like David Brooks or sane conservatives, perhaps like some of our other governors like Pawlenty, who want nothing to do with the far right. Charlie Crist being driven out in Florida by the far right, he's not conservative enough for them.
Well, I'll tell you this.
The battle's on the right.
The old blue blood Republican tennis club type people, it's over for them. And they are the people that have helped bring this country down, Alan. And again, you're saying, the crazy Palin's on the right. She's about as right-wing as Mao Zedong. She can hardly read off a teleprompter. And again, the revolution, Alan, isn't on the right or the left. It's a revolution outside of that controlled paradigm. Well, I understand that, but people who call themselves independent, the Tea Party people are clearly, though, on the right. They claim otherwise. They claim, we're not left or right, but they're right. They're people, or probably more libertarian, but leaning right. Well, no, I agree with you that the largest contingent, since Glenn Beck took it over, is right-wing neocons. Right. But we were there before. We're the real libertarians. See, we want freedom. We don't want a big nanny state. We want to be left alone. And if you don't think the country's going bankrupt and they aren't building FEMA camps and you think I'm being alarmist, let's wait and see. That's alarmist. That's crazy. No, it's all admitted. Alan, you know what's going to happen? Everybody's going to see who was right. Yes, they will. In our lifetime. And, Alan, you're very good at trying to set the parameters of the debate, but more and more people are waking up. To the best of my ability. Well, listen, I really appreciate you coming on your live 9 to midnight Central across the country with your own syndicated radio show. And I'd like to come on and debate you there. It's always fun. It's always a pleasure. And I appreciate you being with us. Take care, Alan Colmes. Thank you, Alex. Bye-bye. Retransmission starts now with Reverend David Manning, John Perkins, Webster Tarpley, and Alan Colmes. Infowars.com. Great job, crew. Great job, Genesis. See you back live tomorrow.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Be sure to visit GCNlive.com today.
Hello, folks. This is Alex Jones, and I want to invite you to go to TPR20info.com. If you suffer from chronic or recurring pain, or if you take prescription drugs for pain, then you owe it to yourself to visit TPR20info.com and get TPR20. The effective pain relief cream without the harmful side effects of prescription drugs. I use TPR20 for arthritis in my hand, and it works great. It relieves the pain fast and fights the inflammation to keep the pain away longer. On TPR20info.com, you can read about the many uses of TPR20, like arthritis, fibromyalgia, sports injuries, back pain, sore muscles, and much, much more. Visit TPR20info.com and give yourself and those you love the gift of pain relief. Order now and get free shipping in the United States and Canada. Again, that is TPR20info.com. Or click on the TPR20 banner on Infowars.com. That's TPR20info.com.
Coast to coast, direct from Austin. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.